finals of the men's FIVB Volleyball Nations League is being hosted here in Lille, France. This magnificent city has seen 6 of the world's best teams start out in search of the $1 million first prize and to be crowned champion of the Volleyball Nations League. Now, only 4 teams remain as the Stade Pierre Moray gets ready for the second semi-final as Russia take on Brazil. Both teams have played some sensational volleyball during the course of the VNL. Shliapnikov, the head coach for Russia, leading his team out as they arrived earlier on today. A few notables back in the team. Volvic, the taller of the two in your picture. Mikhailov also back in, having had a rest during the course of the preliminary rounds. This is the team being led down by Volkov onto court. Russia have looked to be in fine form, and for Renan Del Zotto it's been a real scramble, a real struggle for him and his team as they've been beset by injury this year. Lucarelli out for the start of the VNL, then Lipe getting injured, the other outside hitter, and then here in the finals, Maurizio getting himself injured as well. So that means Brazil are on to their 4th and 5th string outside hitters, but they played magnificently well. This was them arriving onto centre court, number 14, Douglas, and number 5, Lucas Lowe, the 2 guys who have been carrying the team in the outside hitting position. Maurizio is dressed up as a libero. What that means is Murillo, who was a libero, has actually got the uniform on as the 6th, in effect, outside hitter. This was the team's meeting earlier on. I'm delighted to be joined by Australia head coach Mark Lemerdew. We've been watching some excellent volleyball this week, and I guess we were hoping that this game will be no exception.
Yeah, hi Clayton, great to be here again. Cover a little bit from the other semi-final. You're absolutely right. As always, the volleyball level this week has been high. As you would expect on a semi-final day, it's ratcheted up a notch again. The first match today between USA and France was really an incredible match to win right down to the wire in 5 sets. We saw all the things that we love about volleyball, and we will again today, this next month.
Well, this was match point between Russia and the USA. Both teams already booked their place in the semis, and it was Russia that took the game 3-0. Napukov, who'd come in for some action through the outside, getting the job done. Russia finished top of the pool to set up this encounter against Brazil. For Brazil, this is how they got the job done against Serbia. It was a wonderful dig. And we'd seen some spectacular rallies in the match, and this one was no exception. Just the most amazing pickup by William with his foot, and a net touch for Serbia. Lizinets and co beaten, and it was Brazil who booked their place in the semi-finals.
That match against Serbia was a really high level of focused performance from Brazil. They'll need to have that kind of performance against today against the Russian team that's been typically efficient, typically dominant at the net, with really on-form Mikhailov back in the lineup. It's definitely going to be an exciting match tonight.
The coin toss was done a little bit earlier. Fabrizio Pasquale, Italian referee, with Volkov and Bruno. Joshua on the toss. The second referee for this one.
And
They've played each other an awful lot of times, and surprisingly, the best 33-32 for Russia in all major competitions.
On the VNL group stage, only Young Krug from China scored 4 points in VNL group stage done. him, 1 meter, 98 tall, number 8.
This is the head-to-head between two key players. Stats about what they can do, what they bring to the team.
Igor Kliuka, one of the main players for Russia, good outside. The big guy, really super athletic. We see him hit over the top of all the blockers out here today. Other teams have been going after him in reception, but he's the big guy for them. The biggest guy for Brazil is Lucas. You see him, his relationship with Bruno, the quick ball behind the setter. They run like nobody else can run. It'll be a key for them.
Volkov, one of the 3 players that's been rested during the course of the preliminary rounds. Now they're back in, taking over the captaincy from Kovshar. What a great player is that? How many 23
years? He's just in their Olympic team as the 12th guy, hardly ever played. Since then, was one of the most important players at European Championships last year. Already the captain. He's a fantastic player. As is Wallace for Brazil. We talked about him so much the last 3 days, what he brings, the style of play that he has. Super dynamic, super athletic. We'll see him bounce the balls today.
Countries. Time for the national anthems.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Brazil.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez maintenant vous lever pour les hymnes nationaux, en commençant par l'hymne national du Brésil.
Now, the national anthem of Russia.
Et maintenant, place à l'hymne national de la Russie.
Official introduction now, the referees for this one.
From Italia.
Fabrizio Pasquale of Italy is in charge.
Fabrizio Pasquale,
He'll be ably assisted by
And
the
he's
Dominican
assisted
Republic's
by
Denny Cespedes.
Cespedes from the Dominican Republic.
second arbitre de République dominicaine, Denny Cespedes.
Can do.
These are the starters of Team Brazil, the reigning Olympic champion. Player with number 1, Bruno.
Captain Bruno, number 1, will be setting. Lucas Eduardo Lowe,
Number 5,
to the outside.
Lucas Lowe.
Wallace de Souza, number 8.
Number 8, Wallace.
Maurizio Souza, number 13, going through the middle.
Mauricio.
Douglas Souza, number 14, going to the
Number
outside.
14, Douglas. Number
Lucas Sakap,
16,
number
the
16.
tallest 2 years old
Another blocker for
Lucas.
Brazil, starting.
The libero of Team Brazil, number
Salas.
9, Thalys. And the head coach, Hernanda Soto.
Del Zotto knows his team are capable of a result here. This is going to be by far their biggest test of the VNL so far.
The lineup that we expected.
And now, let's meet the starters of the 4-time Olympic gold medalist, the reigning European champions, as a chairman, David number 3,
Coming on to court for Russia, it's Dmitry Kovalov who'll start the set at number 3.
number 4,
Artem Volkovich, number 4, going through the middle. Dmitry Volkov, captain, number 7,
number
through the
7,
outside.
the captain, Dmitry
Mizerski, number
Volkov.
13, will be going through the
Number
middle.
13, the tallest, 2 meter 18,
Number 17
Dmitry
in the opposite slot.
Muzanski.
Will be
Number 17, Maxim Mikhailov. And number 18, Igor Klukov. The libero of Team Russia is Alexander Sokolov.
Kalashov, number 24, both
And the
available.
head coach, Sergei Slapnikov.
Head coach Sergei Slapnikov is in charge. He took over after the Rio Olympics from Alekno.
Now it's on. Now it's on again. Russia versus Brazil, second semi-final.
This is how
Allez, et on va démarrer tous ensemble cette rencontre, mesdames et messieurs, une fois de plus, en tapant dans les morceaux de la musique pour votre équipe préférée, le Brésil ou la Russie. C'est parti tous ensemble.
Brazil in the yellow and blue serving. It's Russia in all red receiving. It's the second semi-final from the men's FIVB Volleyball Nations League finals here in Rio. Perfect start for Brazil.
They're looking for Luka, serve to him. Volkov tries to make the space small, gets in the way, puts himself in a bad position. That's the first ace.
short-lived lead for Brazil. Confident with the serve. We saw a glimpse already. We had an ace serve right from the word go was Brazil going after Kliuka. Doesn't matter where he is on court, Brazil look like they're going to keep going after him. Well, that's a little bit of miscommunication. Bruno put that up for someone to have a swing.
I think that Bruno was actually trying to play that directly for Lucas Lowe to spike it. He had to set a high ball. It's a tough ball for Wallace to score against that a big Russian double block, but he's successful straight off the bat.
That's nice. Well, Kliuka may have been struggling with his passing, but his hitting is exceptional.
I mentioned in the preview that we're going to see him hit over the block a lot. He's gone straight over Sardkamp at 2 meters 14. For his first point.
That's lovely from Douglas.
Great tempo set from Bruno. Perfect control on the reception. That ball barely gets over the height of the antenna. Douglas is on that very fast.
Close, but not close enough. Douglas trying to find that sideline. Orbich with the serve is going straight over 5 players directly in front of him to try and make it difficult for Douglas, but he can't find the sideline.
Service for both teams are really searching after the sidelines in the first part of the match. We've seen a lot of errors.
First introduction of Mikhailov. Expect to see plenty more of him during this game.
Fairly typical action for him. Perfect reception, fast ball, nobody touches it. Wiley runs back to serve.
Mistake from Mikhailov from the serving line. Serve. Kameshov. Caught on the chest. Mikhailov gets block out. Should take the ball.
High ball from position 1 is a tough one to hit. It's well in front of him. He still has a chance to see the block. And he can find the edge of Sousa's hands.
Nice work by Kliuka.
First chance he got, Kovalev set Kliuka against Bruno. Sousa wasn't expecting it, ends up being 1-on-1. Kliuka's going to score nearly every time on that play.
Volkov not troubling Brazil's serve-receive unit. Zeski gets it off the block. Lucas Lowe playing at 6. Was unable to get that ball once it had caught the block.
Exactly the reception they were looking for from Kliuka. Souza's gone a full commit block, but Zerski's still able to hit it off the top of his hands.
Massive block from Russia, and that's what's been so good about the way they've been playing as we head into the first technical timeout. Their block has been supreme in the VNL.
Really aggressive in making a triple block on what's a fast ball there. Yuka gets a good position.
Связующий на задней линии, каждый со своим. Каждый со своим. Связующий на передней, ассистируем.
Looking at that triple block in the way that we did, Kaliuka's coming away from position 4 to come into there. Are you looking, if that's, for example, when Australia are playing, you put a triple block away on that side, and your player who's at 5 has to come around and cover that gap that's been left by the 4 player?
It's really tough if you do that because the most common option for the spiker is to try to hit high against the third blocker. So we normally have our position 5 player to stay deep, and we've seen it a few times this week that if the position 4 attacker can get a short ball inside the 3-meter line, it's nearly always a point. We would never commit a defender to that shot. It's a really tough play.
Another thing that we see a lot of as well here with the way that the game's going, the block heights and the ball coming off the block, a lot of ball going long, deep over the baseline. Another tricky one perhaps where you line up your 6 player.
I always like to have my 6 player ready to run and cover that whole back area.
Zerski, if he can make a dig, great, but that's not his specialty.
Not a really agile player, as you might expect, but he reads the game really well, and when the ball comes to him, he has excellent control. So he does make some plays, but not so many when they're at his feet.
Souza now for Brazil. Nice ball in by Lucas Lowe. That's a great shot from Wallace. He needs hardly any room.
Great control on the first contact. He's really good at threading that needle. Puka hasn't given him much space, but he's taken all that he needed.
Was a good set. Kovalev was having to chase after that one. There could be a challenge coming.
Russian players are pretty keen on a net touch being called there. It was a good set by Kovalev from that position. He kept Mikhailov in his approach rhythm, but Mikhailov just missed the top of the hands.
Already a little bit of movement in the net. I think that's just what caught the Russian player's attention. Listening to Peth fans in. Peth and Chilenese in France sporting blonde M&M style haircuts. That's a great dig, if it can come back. Well, that's a real shame. Lucas Lowe not getting a call. It's to say just touch the ball. There are players there, and he's tried to do too much with it almost to bring it back in.
Yeah, it was just at his full extension. He's worried about the chairs. He's worried about hurting himself, running into somebody. Can't quite control it.
It's down the front of Volvic, but on his side of the net.
Bruno and and Sardkamp are well renowned for their first tempo behind the setter. It's a really tough ball to block. Bovic doesn't get his feet anywhere close to it, and even at his height, he can't affect the attack.
It's just, you can watch Mikhailov play volleyball all day, every day.
It's just really a hitting machine in the most positive, the best sense of the word.
Russia knew that was coming. Mazerski's seen that plenty of times. Volkov tips it to the line. Russia take the point.
Brazilians were hoping that was out, but it wasn't. Kovalev, good set, keeps it close to the net. All Volkov has to do is make sure he doesn't miss the court.
Yeah, that's unusual for Wallace on that angle, to miss on the other side of the court.
Great first contact by Douglas. Wallace loves that short angle, impossible to defend. But if he hits it out, it's still a point for Russia.
Huge block for Russia.
Whether Mazerski actually blocked that or not, he did. It was Mikhailov's point, but that's Mazerski's effect on the game.
Gostei. Sabe que tá vindo aqui da 5 para 1, mantém centralizado ali, tá? Tá sem ajuda, tá 1 com 1. Tá importante ficar no meio da quadra, espaço aqui, tá? O cara lá tá paradinho na frente. E corpo pro lado, braço pro outro, tá? Roda o ataque, tá? Bora, galera. Chega junto, tá? Chega junto. Outra coisa. Partiu agora pro outro lado, tá? Tem que rodar, beleza? Não tá entrando bem.
It's a very good start this for Russia. They lead by 3. Keeping Brazil quiet.
Big-time world champion and Greg Gardenian screen there.
Well, Russia have done their homework to line up and make it difficult for Wallace.
Volkov reaches outside his body to cover the line. It's the first of what will be a few different celebrations that we see tonight.
He does have a whole dance routine of celebrations if you put them all together.
We have an arsenal of celebrations.
That's a good serve. Into the second technical timeout, Russia with a big lead.
When you think of the Russian team, you think of really strong jump service, and they have really strong jump service, but their float service also excellent. Bovic and Kovalev are both really effective service. This is an excellent series from Bovic.
So far from the set, and that was a brilliant swing from Wallace to find the line. But since then, he's made an error, been blocked. Russia have done a very good job of not giving Brazil anything to feed off at the moment. They've not had a chance to really get fired up.
No, they looked after the ball on their side of the net. They created problems with their serve. They blocked well. So far, they have all the same in this game.
That's good play by Lucas Lowe.
was forced to take a couple of steps backwards, but he took the risk to set the long way. You can see the blocks reaching. Even at that distance, it's too fast for them. It's easy to tip.
Lucas. Dialogue now for Russia. Very good work from Wallace.
Good from Museski not to be tempted to reach over the net and affect Bruno's set. But by waiting, he also meant that it was too fast for the blockers to get across.
Wallace back to the serving line. Evandro has come into the front row to replace Bruno. And that means when Wallace's serving run is over, it's likely that William will come on to replace him to set, which is going to happen right now.
Use this play, use this option a lot, double with the double sub. William is a different style of setter. Evandro is a different type of opposite. Makes the blockers have to look at different things and understand the game a little bit differently.
Williams, good speed. Douglas missing on that sideline, didn't have the accuracy.
Maybe he had to reach a little bit too much to get it. I think that set was a little bit too close to the setter. You can see he's reaching outside his right shoulder. You can't keep that one in the court.
Oh, that's unlucky for Lucas Lowenthal. The ball catching the net, changing its direction. It was a horrible one to deal with. Time that caught by Brazil.
Tá muito quieto, bora! Soltar o jogo.
Lucas has gone off the timing as if it hadn't hit the net, so he was when they're too early.
Vamos jogar essa raiva aqui, porra.
Nice for Russia.
A pipe ali, mesma coisa. E aqui vai pro saque flutuado agora, continua o saque flutuado, tá? Vamos, galera! Bora, porra!
Back to the serving line for Russia. Good dig by Kliuka. It's a ball high and wide. And it gets thrown back down at him.
Kavachov got underneath it, had a chance to make the cover but couldn't control it. Tries to tip over. The hang time is too big, his arms are too long. He can throw that one straight back down. Isaac is on to serve. He has a strong jump serve.
Good D from Brazil. Williams back row.
Makes something out of nothing.
Museski with a brilliant swing.
In that situation was a perfect play from William. He played it short. Makes it difficult for Museski, but Museski doesn't even really need an approach. It's too big, his control is too good.
Serve Museski.
It narrows the gap a little bit. It's a little bit academic right now, but the Russians will be hoping to create some small little rhythm, some good feeling before they change the hands at the end of the set.
Zesky one-on-one, he was trying to get up and across as far as he could, but by the time he finishes, got the ball already hit the floor.
Volleyball was following the first tempo, moved in the wrong direction. Set dropped inside the outside block where Vandra has a whole ball to get out.
Lucky for Russia.
Everything's going good. Well, everything's going well.
Thinking there was a block out coming, put his hands up. I guess it was always favouring Kluger, even though he couldn't have a swing. Volleyball. Is it just almost superhuman? We mentioned it at the top of the show. You think, hey, how do these guys do this?
They practice a lot. They certainly want it.
Vandra with the serve. Wallace has come back in. No setter on court here for Brazil. Well, you could just see no one was quite sure what to do once the ball did come over. And it's a great block from Russia.
Big point against France also. They had the transition opportunity, but the setter wasn't ready.
Set point saved by Douglas as Volvic got there too late.
This kind of fast ball, getting into the clean part of the board, you touch the middle blocker who's arriving late, and something goes into the bench.
Douglas with the serve. Volvic puts the ball on the floor. Russia take the first set, 25-17. That was an impressive performance from Shelapnikov's team.
Really nothing to complain about there from the Russian side. Everything they did was good. They created good service pressure. Their block was good. They controlled high ball situations. And whenever they had a chance in transition, they were pretty good. Volvic is the top scorer for the set for both teams with that kill among others.
Some serious thinking for Brazil to do now as they change ends. They really couldn't get in the game.
They're strangely subdued a little bit right now. I'm sure that's a hiccup. There definitely would have been a little bit of nervousness. But now they're going to have to come out, refocus, play their best volleyball.
Kovalev got everybody involved for Russia. Everyone had a swing. I don't think that was the case for Brazil. I want to remember a swing that Sousa had in the middle. It's the tail of that first set.
Blocks to one, 3 aces to one. 4 or 5 of the 8 points difference right there.
Let's have a look at the highlights from the first set. this is where Russia have been putting their serve. Well, I say putting it, that's likely. They've been hammering it.
And also Brazil favouring that side of the court.
Yeah, for Brazil, it's been, they haven't really troubled. As much as they've tried to make it difficult for Kliuka, it hasn't quite panned out as they would have liked.
We're looking to change that in this set.
Good dig, Tales. And Mikhailov. What's so impressive with this level of volleyball, the guys don't get all the way out. They don't have a full swing, but they're still able to get up so high and affect the outcome when they're having a swing.
You can see Kliuka, he went against the third blocker, the last blocker who arrives late. Hit the top of that block, it's impossible to defend.
Play for Douglas.
Bruno keeps the tempo high. Mikhailov in position 2. Timing wasn't quite right. The ball bounces through his arm, goes out to the
Good serving. Shot beaten.
Sousa started the first set with an ace. It's gone straight through Kovachev's hands. 65 kilometers an hour is a fast float serve. Be looking to repeat that.
Good up by Wallace. Oh, wow, Mikhailov read that. It's come back and caught Lucas right on the side of the face.
That play is designed to catch the position. 4 blocker, not out of position and not ready. Mikhailov's played enough times against these guys to not be fooled by that. It's a great block.
Nice cover from Tales. Wallace screaming for somebody to go after it once he'd made the dig.
Not sure how he got that ball down the line. Really a cut shot when you look at the video, but he pounded that.
Brilliant.
That's why we do bench press.
Wonderful. What a great rally that was.
Really good. Brazilian position 4s are having trouble consistently scoring. And Wallace can find the space between the blockers. Wasn't much there. Probably more of a timing problem than a position problem.
Nice play from Volvic.
Talked a lot about Mikhailov coming into the team after sitting out the preliminary rounds. Volvic did too. He makes a real difference to this Russian team. The serve is down to position 1. Leroy steps in to take it. Yeah, that caused lots of problems for Douglas in that position in the first set. This time they changed, the Brazilians changed their reception so the Libero could receive it. And get the point straight away with the first step.
Mazersky full shoulder open coming into that attack.
It's easy to think of Mazersky as being some giant lumbering guy, but he's really good technique. And he scores through power and control, not just through being big.
Nice take from Kovalev. Just couldn't get out of the way of that one if he wanted to. Free ball here for Russia. And it's Volkov who deals with the ball as it's dug up by Wallace, and Russia who take the point.
Good rally, nice scrambling play from both teams. Mazersky creates that by good control. Wallace can't control the first dig. Volkov loves to make a show after crushing that ball.
Lovely from Mazersky. Lucas Lowe couldn't go high enough with the roll shot.
It's a little bit out of tempo somewhere for Brazil. Lucas Lowe's too early to swing at that. He can't tip over Mazersky.
Kylov ready to serve. More errors from Brazil. We go into the first technical timeout. Russia leading by 4.
That point brought a smile to Mazersky's face. Tem more of a frown.
Sada, aqui, ó. Sada, nós sabemos que, pô, vamos jogar sem passe em algum momento. Os caras vem varando. Tá? Ficar um meio metro pra trás, tá batendo o nosso peito aqui. Tá ruim. Lembra que nós falamos? Vamos rejogar, vamos jogar o jogo, vamos embora, tá? Beleza? De cobertura, moçada. Cobertura pra todo mundo. Várias bolas tocaram e a gente tá deixando cair aqui. Tá?
Os caras estão nos agredindo, a gente tá aceitando, a gente tem que agredir também, cara. A gente tem a chance, passe bom, vamos embora, porra. Vamos agredir, abaixa do saque. Cobertura que joga. Em todos os setores, vamos! Bora, porra!
Whether or not Russia will just test him out, see what he's capable of. There's Dr. Ali Gasser, the president of the FIVB, enjoying these finals here in Rio. With the serve. Big lead this for Russia in set 2. They lead Brazil by 1 set to nothing. Mazersky's furious with himself for not shutting Lucas down.
That will give them a little bit of confidence and good, solid side out from a tough serve. They need a little bit more. Victor was too high. May have hit him in the face. With the chin.
Good covering by Mikhailov. Oh, what a pickup by Bruno. Free ball here for Russia. Oh, and it's a net touch by Mazersky as he went through to hit the ball. He apologises straight away.
Russia really had control over that rally for most of the time. Pretty small touch as it's swung his own through.
play by Kliuka.
Kliuka against Bruno in position 4. It's a little bit too close for him to have a full swing. He can still hit it over a place where the defense can't get to it.
That was just unbelievable. Firstly the set, the swing, and then the dig. It just had everything.
This is an amazing set by Bruno. Sousa never hesitates. He was sure after getting the dig off his knee, Mikhailov would hit that, score that point, but the block was too good on that occasion.
It's a good serve. Put up by Volkov. Lovely angle cross court. Kliuka beats 3 blockers.
On the first attack, Kliuka was too busy thinking of hitting against the setter and hit a place where he didn't have to hit. The second time, he just hit his best shot and finds the open court.
Bruno's trying to rally the troops here for Brazil, really trying to instill some energy into what they're doing.
He's a real leader of this team. He's a guy who pushes and pulls and prods and shoves, doing everything to get his guys involved. 8-11's by no means the end of the set.
That's great from Lucas. That's even better from Mikhailov.
Ball's bouncing around so fast now. These guys can get a really big swing on everything. Even in transition, 3 net crosses, Mikhailov still has the composure and the technique to hit over the top.
Douglas.
It's a set that Bruno really loves when he has to move back towards that right sideline. Sets the ball long to position 4. And even though it travels a long distance, it always puts the block under pressure. Douglas will be happy to have a point on the board.
Volvic will go back to serve. It's a massive front row this for Russia. Muzersky, Volkov and Mikhailov. And a serve down the line for Douglas. Good change up. Won the set with that celebration.
Russians did everything to show that they were going to serve to position 1. Good set from Muzersky.
Só me intriga com aqueles outros mais internos, tá? Para essas bolas aqui, empurrada, tocada no bloco e tal, que tá caindo muita bola aqui no meio da quadra. Beleza? Vambora. Você tudo diagonal lá, tá? Vamos encurtar um pouquinho o bloco lá na 2. Bora, galera, vai!
Where can you see a way back in here for Brazil, if anywhere?
So a big smile from Schleppin right there. That's literally the first time I've seen his expression change. It's really hard to see right now. The Russians are really composed. The Brazilians seem to step slow everywhere in defense, in reception. The position 4's struggling to find a way through.
That was nice over Lucas. He finds a way through the middle.
In this situation before, they've used the double sub and let the set play out with the double sub. that could be what we see next.
Douglas to serve for Brazil. One massive swing after another through the middle from both countries, but it's Lucas who gets that point.
They can maintain that level of reception. Then South Camp this time swinging hard to 5.
Anything you can do, I can do better, said Brzezinski.
Or as well, at least.
Into the second technical timeout. Russia lead by 5, and they lead by 1-0 over Brazil.
У него самый слабый блок сейчас у Макса. За головой, внимание.
Принести мне его голову!
The gym, then they can start to work the first tempo. The first tempo is working really
tá? Mesmo
well
que
for
ele rodar com
them.
o passo na mão,
Vamos
vamos chegar.
Na rede dele a gente tem um saque porrada. Pra tentar
They
quebrar um pouco.
need to keep the pressure high.
Bora, é isso, ok, tá? Esquece ele, vou jogar para as pontas, tá?
I think he's realised he's on the big screen. That's right, they're all looking at a nice little advert for the VNL. It has been a really good inaugural VNL from start to finish. We set up here a little magnificent. Volkov to serve for Russia. Brzezinski having a big smile after that.
Just to prove my point that you can't tip over Brzezinski.
Volley over him either. Victor with his first swing, it's not a good one. It's great for Russia to extend their lead in the second set.
At this moment, you really feel like Brazil are missing Maurizio, who sprained his knee in the first day. We have the double substitution now with William and Vandro coming on. I know it feels a little bit too late in this set, though.
Shot read that one. What a great dig by Tales. Maybe that will be the inspiration, the spark that Brazil need.
Vandro's a big, strong guy. He can match you with the Russians physically. Maybe sometimes you have to fight fire with fire.
Luke has been hitting very smart.
There's a lot of ways to score for a spiker. You don't have to hit hard all the time. We've seen lots of different variations. Here's a little cut shot inside the block. Even if the defender can touch it, it's really hard to bring it back into court.
Souza linking with William.
Middles have been successful all the way through. Even if it wasn't a perfect contact.
It's a great serve. So the first one was good. That's better though by Kovalev.
Saw a similar play from Tonyuki in the previous game. This one was a more physical slam dunk version of it. It gave him no chance.
Nice play from Kliuka. Del Zotto's going to challenge that ball in or out.
He might as well at this point.
Right, he's changed. He's going for a timeout now instead.
I think he wasn't sure whether to challenge the touch or in-out.
The ball was out, although it wasn't a challenge, so they won't lose a challenge for that. Del Zotto going for a timeout. First referee just confirmed we've still got 2 challenges left.
So he instantly challenged. The referee actually full touch, so the challenge was but they had to go through this. I thought that was talking to the assistants, trying to know how to play it here, how they can turn this game around. 2.5 hours ago, the Americans were in a similar situation and they turned it all the way back to a 5-set match. So what?
That will help. Kovalev can't get his serve in. Good lead. Russia put up a very high passing line.
Russians like to receive that float serve on their hands.
What a dig. Right, Gabashov. Fortunately, Bobic couldn't react quickly enough.
Lucas is now the top scorer for Brazil with 6 points. Unfortunately, he's only the 6th best scorer in the game.
Evandro. All very comfortable at the moment for Russia. It's looking like they're going to be 2-0 up sooner rather than later here. Oh, that'll do very nicely. Nobody at 5.
Norwich is expected a tee against run up underneath the block from position 5. Douglas has seen that, pushed it long. Where Norwich should have been standing.
Too late for an in-game challenge. And that's going to go against Volkov for a carry. There was no one in front of him as he went with the power tip. The referee's eyes a throw.
Zeski's not sure that's the correct ball. Probably say that's a bit extreme. Yeah, it'd probably seem worse than that one ball.
Brazil just can't find that rhythm. They can't get that link between each other. There was an opportunity there. William wanted that. Someone's had a hit on the second ball. It didn't happen.
That's the second time they've tried that. They sort of placed the position 6 to attack. Libero's got in the way.
One touch is a challenge. Did well, just got his hand out of the way. Set point for Russia, 24-17 they lead. Set-point save for the moment. Zach's going to come in. He's going on to serve for Lucas.
Big jump serve here like the first set.
A big jump serve, but it didn't trouble the court. Russia take the set 25-18. They are leading Brazil by 2-0 here in the second semi-final from the VNL in Lyon. Stats from that set. Russia's block still big, imposing, effective.
The block numbers by themselves don't tell the story of how many attacks have been changed, how much problem that position force that Brazil have had to find the court, and even for a period there.
Here are the highlights from the set. Despite Brazil's best efforts, Russia have kept them at bay and actually made it look rather straightforward. Russia, they've not looked to have been put under any pressure really by Brazil. Russia's block has been great. As much as Brazil have tried to disrupt Russia's serve-receive unit, it hasn't worked. This is Shaban and Paolo Turci, two international referees working here, just taking some time out to enjoy the volleyball as a spectator, along with the spectators.
Earlier this afternoon, the American team was able to change their rotation with a player like Anderson, who could change positions, give them a different look against France, almost got them back in the match. We'll see if Brazil have that option. like William is in for Bruno, although Wallace has come back into the starting lineup. And Victor stays on the outside.
It's a setting change. William has good links with Wallace when they play together in Cruzeiro. Brazil together. Will it be enough? Third set is underway. Russia leading 2-0. They're one set away from a place in the final. The go-to man, Mikhailov, makes sure that one hits the floor.
Reception's a little bit fast, doesn't let Kovalev really make all the choices that he wants, but if his outlet is a fast ball to Mikhailov, it makes him look good every time.
There's very little William could do with that. No one able to help him out.
Victor tried to save it, but was too concerned about jumping into Souza.
Victor and William now teammates at Sessi in Brazil. Fired up, putting the ball down.
Good high ball solution. Attacking the center third blockers. Great dig on the first tempo by the foot of Kabashov. The second time of asking, Wallace gets it down against the second block.
Souza with the serve. And that's what you love about Mikhailov. His sporting spirit is excellent. Straight away apologising to Wallace. He thought there might be any chance he's hurt him or infringed him as he went near the net. It's all going Russia's way. A bit of frustration from Lucas.
Really trying to change the tempo of the game there, forcing first tempo from a long way away. Sets not good enough for Lucas to hit past the block. And then after that, there was
Com a rede de 3, passa muito aqui na quadra, 3, 4, esse cara tá bem fechado aqui. Então, Maurício, a bola que ele chama aqui a 1,5, a 1, chama pra trás, muda na última hora pra poder liberar o cara na ponta. Os dois estão fechadinhos ali, vamos tocar nessa bola aqui, tá? Então, bora, galera. Vai,
starting the comeback.
first point for him since coming on halfway through the second set. For Lucas Lowe.
Volkov gets blocked out off of William.
Looks like a bad set from Kovalev that Volkov has to try and save, but that's a set play to get it close to the net. And from there, the spiker always has the advantage. If he can get his hand on it, he can always play against the block.
Great covering by William. No stopping Muzeski though, as Russia got it back in transition.
They love to play with Muzeski in transition. He can so get back one step and forward, one step so fast. He hits it at such a high point that the blocker is late to position and never be able to block it.
Good lead by Douglas. Victor with the serve. Just 19 years of age. Volkov's looking for touches, he's got them. Or has he? It's going to be a challenge, Ken. It's been given Russia's way for the time being.
Volkov knows that William is the blocker in front of him. He wants to go high off his hands. Perhaps he's forgotten that William is much smaller than Bruno. Or smaller even than Bruno.
Having a good look at it, the challenge team. So Pasquale also having a look at it. Challenge referee is Liu Jiang of China. That's what they were looking for.
We talked about that in the last match with the challenge that Kevin Tilley was involved with. The challenge referee is obligated to call anything that he sees in the video, regardless of whether that's what was actually challenged or not. They saw that there was no block touch, but when they noticed that there was no touch by the blocker, so even though that wasn't the challenge, what we're supposed to look at, the point still ends up with Russia. Great challenge referee.
Full blow for Brazil in the process though. That's just the way things are. Still can't find a way into this match.
Blaming the net for that.
With the serve. Lovely from Douglas.
That time he takes on Muzeski. On a fast ball, if you swing fast and early, even a player of Muzeski's size and quality can only beat him with speed, and that's why Douglas was able to do that.
Volkov wraps it off William, but it's a continuation block. Muzeski's going nowhere. Volkov, though, went to Spike Town as he puts that one down the line.
Volkov had 3 spikes in a row that he hit against William. One he went too high, one he went too low. That one was the Goldilocks one, just right.
Volkov with a serve. Muka will block with Muzerski. Wallace shut down. Russia extending their lead.
Of course, if you challenge Muzerski, you run the risk of this happening. It's Muzerski's 9th point.
Good up by Mikhailov. Just too close to everything. Caught the antenna.
That was a smart play from Volkov. You can see what he was trying to do. He knew that Kovalev was standing at the net, so the ball had to be close to the net. Just pushed it a little bit too wide. It was 1/2 a meter lower. Kovalev would have just popped it down for an easy point.
It's a big block again from Russia. It's a monster block.
Douglas doesn't want to give Muzerski another point, so he takes his medicine and gives it to Kovalev instead.
Working for Victor on the pipe, not working for Brazil. Inside out.
There's some indication of Russia's dominance in the match. They have the top 5 scorers.
Nice, that was more like it from Brazil.
That's more we've come to expect from Brazilians. Good control on the first ball. The ball from William is fast all the way to the antenna. Ball's going to easily get that pass in that net line.
Put away for Volvic.
Russian reception really stood up well. Set for Volvic is a little bit low, but it's in front of him so he can still get his hand on the ball.
Good swing by Wallace.
Volvic turns to Kavashov and says, "Why did you dig that?" He basically hit a straight in. 3.5 meter
hook. Isaac's coming for Sousa to serve. Just come up with an ace serve off that roll. We'll do the next one. Two-way. It's not going to be for Brazil. Isaac goes off, Tales comes in. To serve for Russia. He was doing other than just having having a dive for the sake of having a dive, and maybe as well means that the offers have to clear up the court and take a little bit longer. He's not going to get this one, is he?
You need to look at the ball. And once the dive, the coach showed that you made the maximal effort, and he didn't really.
Brilliant by Volkov.
He's right in the zone now. Tempo is perfect, light's perfect, approach is perfect. He didn't leave him too much line.
Well, it's gone against Russia for attacking on the side of Brazil. They managed to get it back on their own side anyway.
Could watch that replay 7 times and I still didn't understand what happened.
Into the second technical timeout. Russia 16-10 up, 2-0 up. Getting ever closer to the final. It's looking like Brazil will be playing for bronze unless they can find a way back in. It's not good.
Четверок уходит, Макс остается вообще там без блока. Давайте почетче эти мячи, они простые, парни, надо быть просто собранными. Все, внимание!
Дальше, дальше, парни!
Have done a fantastic job with this one, getting the fans on board, getting them involved, getting them exciting.
One of the elements of the VNL is the fan experience. I've seen that in all its glory tonight.
Mikhailov to serve. Victor under pressure. Oh, too much pressure. He's ended up getting in everybody's way. Didn't know where the ball had gone, did he? That was a real shame.
As he was standing up, he saw William coming from one direction. He didn't see Taylor's coming from the other. In the end, nobody could get it. That pretty much sums up Brazil's day.
Okay, good against Lucas. Play continues. Lob on to that one. He's out of the attack though. Doesn't matter. Mazurski crushes it through the middle.
Part of Mikhailov play that we hardly ever see. Attention to making the first contact perfect. And after that, Kovalev and Mazurski can't miss him.
Saque tá vindo aqui para rodou, vocês pegam a bola no fundo, Douglas vem aqui pro saque, tá? Vamos, beleza? Tá? Obrigado, gira pra direita aqui pra segurar, tá? Vambora,
Passar o jogo, arriscar que se foda.
Aaron Grasser sat in the middle of the picture. A big supporter of Brazil volleyball, but a big supporter of volleyball overall. And Volvic with a little bit of cramp in his foot, putting some treatment. I don't expect he'll come back on the court. He doesn't really need to at the moment. Substitution coming. He's getting some treatment. Mazurski. Better work, Mikhailov. This is such a convincing performance from Russia. They just not allowed Brazil to play. Volkov going for glory. There'll be no celebration for him this time.
Let's keep one in the bag for this night's game, I think. He had no need to hit that. It wasn't really in a good position. He really was going for the glory, as the smile shows. They still need 6 more points.
Another really good swing from him.
This is the way to deal with these kinds of situations. Volkov's been waiting for the basket. Wait for the easy shot in the seam. Put it on the floor.
Couldn't get that one. It's an ace for Russia. They're 4 points away. Now they lead Brazil by 10 points in this set.
120 kilometers an hour from Volkov. I think they can't control it.
Good speed. Tales left it. Wallace did well not to get hit by it. Brazil's early tactic of going after Kliuka hasn't worked for them. Kliuka's been in good form. Russia have been siding out with ease. It's like something out of the magician's hat. Lincoln, you missed that one.
He made this play in practice. The coach would probably be a little bit angry with him. But on this stage, it just shows the level of confidence that they have right now. Nothing can go wrong.
We talked about the fact that Brazil were going after Kliuka, but now they're not. They've been going after Volkov. They've stayed away from Kliuka. They're just trying everything they can to make something happen. Into Russia's hands. Zerski with the serve. Kopchar and Vlasov. No, it's all over pretty much. Play continues. A little bit of setter's license. And then Russia make a mess of it.
They went into that bag of trick plays one too many times. Kovalev's at the overpass, he's tried to set it directly to the replay. I'm not quite sure who. Either way, just by a long way.
Which is back on court after receiving some treatment to his foot. Yeah, has come in, but no effect. I say. Well, a hit from Wallace that shows just how good he is. But it all will count for nothing really in the end. He's destroyed that ball down the line, inside the 3-meter line.
8 points for Wallace on the night. It hasn't been nearly enough from him or any of his teammates.
It's now match point for Russia. Kliuka does it in style, and Russia final of the FIVB Volleyball Nations League. They have beaten Brazil in straight sets. They will play France for gold.
I don't think beating Brazil really gives justice to the performance of the Russians today. I've said it many times already during the call. They dominated every part of it. And the last rally is an indication of how the whole match went for Russia and Brazil. Everything the Russians did turned to gold. The reception was stable. Kovalev set a great game. They had four players in double figures with between 10 and 12 points. They had the top 5 scorers in the match. They outblocked, outspiked, outserved Brazil in a really comprehensive victory to set up what's going to be an intriguing, interesting and exciting inaugural VNL final tomorrow afternoon.
It wasn't to be for Brazil. They'll be in action again against the USA to play for bronze and a chance to get on the podium. Russia, a guaranteed medal, the colour yet to be decided. The same to be said of France, who will be their opponents. One thing's for sure, this place will be rocking for that final.
I can't wait.
Here are the stats from the match overall, and it should be pretty one-sided, we feel.
26-point advantage overall. More blocks, more spikes, more serves. Less errors, but really a perfect game today for Russia.
We can hear from Mikhailov. He's down on centre court. He's waiting patiently as ever, so we can hear what he has to say.
Maxim, have you expect such a quick game against the reigning Olympic champion?
Максим, вы ожидали такую быструю игру от олимпийских чемпионов Рио?
Конечно, не ожидали, потому что Бразилия, наверное, сейчас одна из сильнейших сборных. И, наверное, никакая команда не думает, что сможет выиграть 3-0 у них.
Of course we didn't expect it because Brazil is one of the strongest team and no team can expect to win 3-0 to this team.
You had such a good, tremendous block. Was it the main strategy to build up the Russian ball against Brazil?
У вас такой отличный блок. Это была ваша главная стратегия в игре против Бразилии?
Я думаю, что это не то, что стратегия, это хорошо мы сыграли и плохо бразильцы. То есть это совместные действия, потому что если нападающий бьет хорошо, то много блоков ты не поставишь. Если как бразильцы сегодня плохо играли, то это для нас подарок.
So we think that it's not a gift or it's not a strategy. It was because Brazil was not playing very well and we were playing better. So it was a gift for us that this was the way that Brazil was playing.
And now, Maxim, you play against France in the gold medal match here in France. What do you expect here in front of this packed house?
И теперь вы будете играть против Франции. Какие ваши ощущения, что вы ожидаете от игры в таком заполненном стадионе против страны, которая принимает?
Ну, безусловно, ожидаем хорошей, интересной игры, потому что будет полный зал. Французы на этом турнире очень сильно играют, очень хорошо выглядят, поэтому игра будет интересной.
Of course, we expect a very good game because France is playing very well at this tournament, and the stadium will be packed. So we expect a very good game.
Maxim, спасибо.
We're all expecting a great game. It really was a good game actually because Russia played brilliantly. There's not many teams have ever done that. Here are the highlights again of this game. Semi-finals have come to an end, and there's confirmation of the scores. France getting past the USA 3-2. Russia brushing Brazil aside 3-0. The USA will take on Brazil in the third place playoff, and then it's all eyes on the final as France take on Russia. We hope that you can join us for that. But for now, though, from all of us here, it's time to say goodbye, and from myself, especially Clayton Lucas and Mark Leverdew, we will look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Until then, it's the end of the broadcast. Thanks for being part of the game.
3 winning sets to 25 points. Who will go for gold tomorrow?
Mesdames et messieurs, pour l'équipe de France de cette Volleyball Nations League, début de lance. Allez, vous l'avez compris, donc on est parti pour l'échauffement au filet. À noter pour les petites statistiques.
Bien la patience, il a bien battu sur tous les ballons comme ça.